You already did, didn't you?
Are you ready to be born again?
I am.
Do you hate your sins?
I do.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him born again. Lord,
stop it.
What are you doing to it?
Get off me! Get off!
Son!
You didn't go through with it.
You think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. I mean, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? We'll open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
What of my debts?
Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
Yes. The girl for the debt.
Debt of sin? Bring the girl, wipe away the sin. Oh, whoa. Uh-oh.
Wait, no, this is wrong. What is this? There was no baby. I remember. No, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
DeWitt, time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
I gave the baby away.
Go ahead.
No.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock. What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
Oh. I remember. But I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just go on with our lives. You don't need
Dead?
to...
You mean like Chen Lin? Like Lady Comstock? No. He is alive in a million worlds. It's not over because the Prophet is dead. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
What? Is Comstock the baby? That can't be. DeWitt, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. This is your last chance.
Hey. Hey, the deal's off, you hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off! Give her back!
Hurry!
Give her back!
Fine, are you mad?
No!
Give her back, you son of a bitch!
It's ready! Go!
No! No!
Shut down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter! No! Anna? No. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anna, I'm sorry.
So Elizabeth is Anna. That I get. But what is the dead?
He's gone, Booker. Anna's gone.
AD.
You shared this room
Anna
with your
DeWitt.
regret for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you and offered you a chance at redemption. A chance for us to be together.
Why did he offer?
I told you it would work.
We already know it works. The question is, will he?
Anna. So sorry, Anna.
Do you suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance?
Should have.
Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Wipe away the debt. Miss the girl. Wipe away the debt.
See?
Miss the
He's
girl.
starting to put his story together.
Wipe away the
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well,
Wipe away.
the brain adapts.
I should know.
Miss
I've
the girl.
lived it.
Booker, wake up. Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born. And I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
But that's killing a baby.
Booker, are you sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Are you ready to leave behind all
You're
that
not-
has gone before? Wipe the slate clean.
Who are
and
you?
start
You
anew.
chose to walk away,
Washed in
but in
the
other
blood
oceans,
of the Lamb.
you didn't. You took the
Do you
baptism.
hate your
You were
sin?
born again as a different man.
Do you hate your
It all has to
wickedness?
end, to have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made, before you are
And
reborn.
what name shall you take, my son?
He's Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
No. And both.
So I was right. You are both. But how? I know a million worlds. Smother in the crib is at the moment when you're created. When you're split from Booker and Comstock, which is before you sold the baby. I mean, I think I get it, but why did you split? Steve Allen's alive! I don't understand what caused you to split into two people. That's what I'm most confused about at this point. Unless what is happening is the machine opens a rift and you're literally going to another world. The Booker from the other world... Well, now, I'm confused. I'm not understanding this. I mean, clearly the Comstock is a Booker from another... Or, was a Booker.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you,
so Comstock,
you never need to doubt it.
The Comstock from another world comes to take the baby of this world. But then why do I kill myself, or why do I let myself be killed, which only kills the... How is me drowning in that one pool stopping all Comstocks from being created? I guess she opened a portal to the crib of Comstock, which is the basis for all Comstocks? And now I get this song! God only knows what I would be without you. Comstock is what Booker turns into without the baby? And that's why he has to get her? Maybe not.
God only knows what I'd be without you. Oh, I may not.
I don't understand the Lutece characters or whatever.
But long as there are stars,
let me see if I can think of what's their point.
You never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure.
And why is Rapture the door? Oh, Rapture takes you to the top where the pillars are. This has just left me with a bunch more questions that I don't understand. Yeah, I'm very confused, Infectious. I've clearly missed some aspects to this game that explain my confusion. Man, there's a lot of songs in this game. So the question, so there's only one Comstock that gets created. No, they say that there's a million Comstocks. Didn't she say that, or was she saying there's a million Bookers? But see, that's what that's the aspect I don't understand. How does it create a Comstock and another tear? Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get the idea of washing away your sins. Because there's that audio recording of Comstock saying, what happens when you're baptized? Basically a new person is born out of a baptism. What happens to the old person? So I understand the baptism part. I understand what it's saying is that when you have the baptism, the old person still exists. So you get split, essentially. However it works across the multiverse or whatever. I just don't understand necessarily how getting baptized in one split causes a Comstock in another, because they're their own universes. With their own Bookers. So that's why I'm confused. I mean, it's the old... Yeah, I get that. The debt was the guilt, giving away. It's just, it runs... The problem I'm having with it, when I think about it, is that it's the problem of multiverses and all science fiction and stuff like that, and time travel and everything else, where it's like, I get it, I get what it's doing, I just don't know if I buy it without a little more explanation. Because, like, I'm kind of like, how does... How does killing Booker one place kill him everywhere? How does Booker being baptized in one place create Comstocks anywhere? Except in the one world where he gets baptized. Like in one world he gets baptized and he's still just Booker DeWitt, but in another world he gets baptized and becomes Comstock. Well, I understand that, but why did one... How does he interact with Comstock at all? I mean, clearly, I guess he's pulled into the Comstock world. The Booker from one world, the Booker that gave up his daughter, but that's what I'm just confused. And there could just be more to it that I'm just not understanding, but it's like, I like it. I'm just not, I mean... Well, I got mixed emotions on it, I guess that's the best way to put it. And I don't see how this relates to any of the other Bioshock games. With the exception of showing me Rapture at the end. And, well, okay, I was about to say, and showing me a big daddy and a little sister, which couldn't possibly happen according to the normal timeline, but then again, she could have shifted us into the future, for all I know. Because as far as I know, Rapture couldn't have a little sister in 1912. But I could be wrong on that, too. But the place already started to look like it was in decay, so... That could be all the way up into the...
This is fine. It's that one line I don't... Yeah. Well, he'll figure it out.
What is this?
Went back home, Lord. My home was lonesome. Yeah. Went back
home, Lord. My home was lonesome. All my brothers, sisters cried. See, but then that was too short.
I paid attention during the game.
Because then it goes...
Look, okay. I paid attention during the game. That doesn't mean I remember every single aspect of the game. That's probably the best way to put it. I don't remember every single aspect of the story, so that's why I'm not putting it together all the way. Clearly, the fact that the Lutis or whatever you say their name that are the same are twins, are the same people in two different tears. I understand that part. They're two sides of the same coin, which is mirroring the idea of Comstock and Booker. That's why one says one thing and one says the other thing. Oh, these are the two that did the voices.
Earthly story, will you join them in their bliss?
I mean, this will be definitely one of those situations where I end up going back through the story online and stuff like that to get fuller explanations on things I'm missing.
Childhood, are they told of wondrous lives, pointed to the dying Savior, now they dwell with him above. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. You remember songs of heaven which you sing with childish voice.
I'll say this about it also. I like the ending, the length of the ending. Essentially, everything beyond that last battle is sort of the ending of the game, and I like that there's a very, very long and expansive ending to the game. Even though you're controlling part of it, it's not like a just watch ending. Especially when compared to like the first one, which has an ending that's like 35 seconds long. I like that they give a nice sort of long ending to the game. That's very satisfying.
And you think of tearful pardons when they left you here below. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. One by one, their seats were empty. One by one, they went away. Now the family is parted. Will it be complete one day?
That's it. Do you think that this one should be like slowed down a little bit since it's the last verse?
You can do that.
Otherwise, there's like, well, otherwise there's just like an abrupt ending, right?
All right. Well, what I want to do. You guys are really, really, really good. What I want to do is
Make it 8 worse.
I want to take the tempo down a little bit if we can, and sort of start by finding like Booker. If you could just be sort of like picking away in the beginning first, and then sort of start to play the song, and maybe then you guys kind of find the tempo together a little bit. I want it to feel you guys are so excellent and professional.
Yeah, no, it won't be like that.
I want to make.
Oh my mind was blown too. Especially the way it was. I mean,
the session
without that audio log about the sinners and what happens when the audio log that you can completely miss because it's in Comstock's bedroom, or no, not bedroom, his office. at the very end there. You could easily miss that because it's not telling you to go that direction. When they said that, I was like, well, then I've got to be him. I still don't get the bird, but what's this? What's going on? Okay, apparently I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet!
Anna?
Is that you?
So what does that mean? I mean, what that could mean easily to me is that Booker actually doesn't die in that sequence. If it's saying that he still sees Anna in the room, then he didn't die, just the thing that would have created Again, I'm confused. I'm confused on that. That little end sequence they did. I'm gonna take a real quick break and go use the bathroom. I'll be right back, and then I'll need to figure out where to go next, because I think I want to save Burial at Sea for Monday, rather than go straight into it. Songbird just a protector of Liz. Comstock knew there'd be time for Booker. Oh, okay. Be right back in a second. Yeah, I mean, it could just be another tear as well. It's just, it's weird, and it's no slight on the game per se. When I talk about that, when I talk about like anything dealing with time travel or alternate universes, it has always been a bit of a science fiction quandary to talk about multiple universes and tear and time and stuff like that. Not tears, but time. About, you know, how do you write it and make it understandable, or do you just write it and say you've got to accept it? And you know, and sometimes I get spoiled, or not spoiled, but like I've had people discuss. I've read articles on it, discussions about like time travel and alternate universes being overused. Things like Star Trek and stuff like that, and sometimes when you read those things, it sort of starts to spoil you actually seeing them on any presentations, and then those things, little bugs get in your head about it, and you're like, oh, no, not this again, and it makes it harder to just enjoy it sometimes. I did enjoy this game, though. I really liked it. It feels so much different than the other Bioshock games, though, is the only weird thing about it. I kind of wonder if 1999 mode would feel more, a little bit more like it. Okay, let me look at downloadable content just to make sure.